This episode of Ask the Buffalo is brought to you by Samsung Smart TV. Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Buffalo. I'm your host, Jon Rettinger, and in honor of Facebook's IPO day, today is Friday, May 18th. I am doing my best Mark Zuckerberg impression. I got my blue hoodie with the white strings and my green t-shirt. I'm rich, b****. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right into the questions. The first one comes from Josh, who wants to ask, John, what are your predictions for Apple's WWDC? Well, WWDC used to be a place where Apple would announce stuff for developers, hence the D in it. Then later it evolved into a launching platform for new products, where we saw the first iPhone and subsequent versions of the iPhone up until the iPhone 4S, which sort of changed the complete release cycle. I do not think we're going to see a new iPhone or a new iPad announced at WWDC. I think that's going to wait until the October timeframe for a new iPhone, iPhone 5, whatever they decide to call it. What I do think we're going to see are new laptops and desktops. I think we're going to see updates to the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, and iMac lines all getting Retina displays. You get a Retina display, you get a Retina display, you get a Retina display. Everybody gets a Retina display. That was my Oprah impression. MacBook Air, going to get faster processor. It's going to move over to Ivy Bridge. MacBook Pro is going to get a thinner design. It may also get USB 3.0. Couple that with Thunderbolt. You've got some awesome I/O options bubbling up for fast data speeds. iMac, smaller chin, Retina display, faster processors. One more thing with Apple, sometimes there is just one more thing. I think we're going to see iOS 6. I'm going to talk about what I think we're going to see in iOS 6 in another question. So our next question comes from Andrew, who says, hey, John, I ask this question all the time, but you never answer. What is your favorite phone? Well, Andrew, I'm going to answer today. There are 3 phones that I carry with me all the time, or at least one of the 3 that I'm carrying with me all the time. I've got the privilege of being able to test different devices, so let me show you what they are. Phone number 1, iPhone 4S. It's clearly white. The next phone is the Galaxy Nexus. This is the unlocked pentaband version that works with AT&T's HSPA Plus or T-Mobile's HSPA Plus network. And the one that is currently my daily driver, we got the HTC One X here. Either it's the AT&T version or it's the International Tegra 3 version that graces my pockets. So the next question wants to talk about the iPhone, and user Tokely8806 wants to know, John, do you think the next generation iPhone will be an all-new device, and what do you think it should have? So every generation iPhone's been an all-new device. Might not have looked all different, but it has been all new. iPhone 5 I think is going to be an all-new looking device. 4-inch screen, I think seems to be all but determined that it's going to have. A little bit different on the back. We heard rumors perhaps a teardrop shape. I think aluminum is going to make its comeback. Hearing rumors of liquid metal to make it thinner and more durable. One thing I think it is going to have though, and the rumors that it's been to the contrary, is that guy. I think it's still going to have a physical home button. It's probably going to be the last generation iPhone that is going to have a physical home button. All right, the next question comes from user the Sequim Kid who needs help picking a phone. He asks, hey guys at Techno Buffalo, should I wait to see if the Samsung Galaxy S3 comes out on Verizon, or should I grab an iPhone 4S or the HTC Resound? No. iPhone 4S is in the later stage of its life cycle. The Resound in the later stages of its life cycle. Don't go for either of those. You should probably wait a few months. We don't know what US carrier is going to pick up a variant of the Samsung Galaxy S3. Perhaps Verizon will. They did not pick up the Galaxy S2 because they had the Galaxy Nexus coming. So no one knows. The incredible 4G LTE variant, had a chance to play with at CTA. It's a gorgeous phone. It was quick, it has a great screen. That may be one you want to wait for. And wait to see what Apple's going to do so you can help decide which phone is best for you. I want to take a minute to thank our friends and sponsors at Samsung and their incredibly awesome smart TV.
Introducing Samsung's all-new smart TV with smart interaction technology plus innovative ways to explore and locate smart content. The built-in remote on the Smart Touch remote control, gesture and voice control, face recognition, and the Smart View mobile app all provide unique ways to interact with your TV. Cutting-edge TV apps and new signature services, plus web browsing enhance the TV experience. Right now, you can experience advanced overall performance from improved motion clarity to faster web access. In the future, though, you can upgrade your TV experience and functionality with the Smart Evolution Kit. Learn more about all of the features found in the Samsung Smart TV at facebook.com/SamsungTVUSA.
And our last question, as promised earlier, comes from Revolution Bruce, who asks, John, what features are you hoping we're going to see in iOS 6? iOS 6 is going to be a redesign of iOS. It has to be. iOS has been almost exactly the same since it was first announced in 2007. You still have square icons, and you still have square icons. You can move them around now. They can do a little jiggly dance. You can rearrange them. You can drop them into folders. But things have stayed relatively stale. We've got sort of multitasking now by double-clicking the home button. We've got a notification center. One way or another, Apple is going to have to offer users a way to quickly view information. So whether or not they take a live tile approach like Windows Phone or a widget approach like Android. So however Apple decides to do that, I think we're finally going to see it in iOS 6. I'm hoping that we'll see better use of the lock screen. Perhaps we'll have a gesture area on the phone as well. Probably a bit unrealistic. I think more realistic though, especially being a developer conference, where I think we're going to see this announced, WWDC, we'll see perhaps third-party APIs for Siri. So you can say, Siri, launch Foursquare, check in at my mom's house, and it'll be able to do that. Siri, snap picture. And you can hold it up and be like, snap. I don't know what that would be. I'm not a designer. I'm leaving that up to people way smarter than me. And of course, LTE compatibility in iOS 6, which certainly the iPhone 5 will have. So what do you guys expect for iOS 6? Do you agree, disagree? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Ask the Buffalo. I'm Jon Rettinger, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. New device, and what do you think it should have? Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Take my time, take my chances. I'm rich,